Was known for anytime he got in solo queue with Captain Jack, he would ask to roll swap to support. Captain Jack didn't want him supporting him. He'd pick Alistar, right? So it's all, you know, trolling his teammate there. But then I was hoping he was just going to play Alistar with him the whole way through.
I was hoping the same thing.
But, you know, Varus plus Xerath seems like very heavy poke, very smart sort of play style. But they've had some close matches, to be fair. They could have got knocked out in either round.
Okay, so let's see. Poke probably then is the expectation.
Yeah.
It's sort of the safer option. You can still go for the kills, victory. But again, I'm going to overread this. Look at Faker. Very nervous. He's biting his thumbnail.
He's never played in such a high-pressure match.
Never. Semi-final 2v2 Pro-Am. Faker's never been there. Like, this is a fact.
Never before.
But look how slow the bans are coming through. A lot of strategy being imposed. Serious faces. QTV's photo, he's smiling, but on camera, he's stressed.
That's true. He is stressed out. They're probably scrolling right now through the champs like, so, who do we ban?
Yeah, exactly.
Syndra, sure. That sounds good. Okay, let's do it.
Well, they followed up with Varus. One lost option, but I mean, Brand is still up. Nico's off the table.
The Casio bans. Boy. Defining the meta.
There we go.
2v2.
North America defining the meta.
Really,
okay?
that's the classic. Sometimes for the good, sometimes for the not so good. You know, you have NA Casio, but you also have NA Jace.
That's it.
You gotta take the good with the bad, quick shot.
And NA Snowballs. It's about sending a message, I learned today. Quote me on this, ladies and gentlemen. Back-to-back international semifinals for the North American LCS. Yep. They might make a final as well. They will make a final because there's two of them.
They might. We might find a way to lose
my word. Okay.
I've been more disappointed before. Who knows? They could both get disqualified and Europe somehow gets in there to find a replacement.
All right, I'll get League Ops on the line when we're in game, see if we can find out a loophole. But it's going to be another pivot. Captain Jack and Faker going to play something a bit different. Ezreal and Urgot. QTV and Xerath, the cuties, they've got themselves a possibility to go for this like poke all in, but Ezreal, Urgot, again, I see the combo. You poke down with the Ezreal. We've seen Urgot's tankiness early and then just land the kill once you get the disdain.
Yeah, I mean, Maple, it looked like, you know, it was working pretty well for him, and then it was that failed dive where they actually got a 1v2'd. I believe that was actually, you know, it was against the Cuties, so
there we go.
They did lose that there, but, you know, Captain Jack and Faker perhaps watching that and thinking, hey, we could do that a little bit better. I mean, definitely do agree. The all-in, even just from the Ezreal ultimate now it's not reduced damage passing through those minions, so you can actually have a pretty powerful follow-up. If Urgot can flip them in, you hit him with the Ezreal ult in a Q. Well, that's probably got them in ult range again.
Yeah, absolutely the case. And we turn our attention to the other team. The shield from Orianna is going to be helping a lot. This is actually our first Orianna in the 2v2s.
We saw a lot 1v1.
So many 1v1s, but a whole kit. Like the magic damage on a passive, you've got zone control with the ball, you've got a shield, you've got a movement speed on a W. So the kit just really works in this format of the game.
Yeah, it definitely does. I also think one of the kind of undervalued things is that you don't have wards on this map, so actually being able to check the brushes with the ball is also pretty decent, having a little bit of vision control there if like, people want to try to play that brush. So we'll see what the strategy is going to be. If Faker's going to go for more of a poke style Ezreal, if he's going to go for more sustain, you know, there are some options here. It is airy. Okay.
All right, let's see what they do. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2v2 Pro-Am semi-finals. All the bragging rights and that charitable donation is on the line. Quick reminder, you get win by getting 100 CS, 2 kills or the tower. And right now it's Korea taking on Vietnam. LCK versus the VCS. Advantage, Captain Jack and Korea with a Mystic shot to the face of Xerath.
Yeah, nice start there for them. And you know, you can see Faker is playing Aftershock, which, you know, really does kind of lend itself to that all-in. You hit the flip, you get that Aftershock with that, plus your W shield is actually very, very powerful. It makes you pretty tanky. And, you know, they should have a really strong all-in, especially if Captain Jack is hitting a lot of these Qs as he has been so far.
Well, Captain Jack and Faker have already got themselves a couple of Mystic shots. Decent start to this game. The Biscuits, again, we're seeing them so frequently again. It just fits everything that you want from this map.
I mean, it's guaranteed sustain, right?
Yeah.
And it's also, you know, if you're getting poked out, hey, that pops up. Maybe you don't have to base at a bad time. Maybe you're not going to fall behind in the farm. So certainly I think it is the best secondary. The only kind of caveat to that is maybe if you're playing against something like the Darius Leona, the only way they win is with a full 100-0 all-in because they have no poke. So then maybe resolve secondary makes more sense, but it's mostly been poke versus poke where Biscuits reign supreme.
Well, a lot of credit here to Captain Jack. I really feel like he's putting a hurting onto those Mystic shots. QTV and Xerath can play a little bit more behind that minion wave if they can. Obviously, when you have minions, right now there's nothing to work with. And again, Zeros just gets chunked down, so gonna start burning through those consumables already. And this is a good start. The Seer doesn't find Faker, Pillar of Flame does. That's very good reply from QTV, and look at how low Korea have gone down.
Yeah, I mean, Captain Jack got hit by a few of those dissonances and command attacks from the Orianna ball. So despite the fact that he's been pretty on point with his Mystic shots, he's the one who's actually lower on health. They did get a potion out of Zeros, but Faker trying to juke out a lot of these spells.
Oh, going very aggressively forward. Faker down to 150. Summoner heal's been used. Flash away. Burning is ticking. Zeros stays alive. The Mystic shot misses its
Heal's
target.
still up.
There goes the flash engage. And it's a chase down from Zeros. Zeros 100 HP and they back. So 1-2 summoner spells blown by Faker. The same for Zeros.
Yeah, Zeros is down, but we see both Captain Jack's summoners are available, so it's 3 used compared to the 2. They are going to start popping up these potions. The all-in could be pretty scary. Again, you have to remember, Zeros is going to be flashless if he ever gets caught. Certainly won't have much of a way to escape here.
No, definitely not. The QTs from Vietnam, they're down in CS, 6 at the moment. If they pick up most of this, they've still got their entire minion wave that'll push towards Korea. So we're talking sort of a 8-ish advantage with CS on the map. And Captain Jack and Faker will be happy. I mean, they've got the kill potential if they want to play for 6. And then they can farm from range with Mystic Shot, which will help them out.
Yeah, definitely can. It's pretty nice allowing Faker to go back to base. And maybe now Captain Jack, now that Faker is back, may decide to make his own return to base. But a Biscuit popped up, right? So he's going to be able to stick around a little bit longer. And we'll see how well they do picking up all this farm. But as you said, certainly should have a pretty decent advantage if they're able to do it.
And I'm starting to see some more picks as well that you just start thinking about how you last hit under the tower. It is slightly different rates on the summoners, the ARAM map. But Shotgun Knees, very useful. Mystic Shot, Damage Amp, very useful. Just helps you guarantee those last hits when CS is a win condition in this mode.
Yeah, totally. It is a pretty big deal. And also, I mean, CSing from range is obviously that much easier. We'll see how they're going to be able to do it. The Vietnamese team, definitely, they are behind the VCS squad, but that being said, their all-in is also very powerful. Faker does not have an ultimate. If you can get a full brand combo into a shockwave, that is pretty terrifying too, so we'll see.
Ooh, really good damage onto Faker. You can see the full combo. He's down to 200.
Base.
Needs to back. This is really, really good. The VCS, they're still down 10 CS with the wave.
Oh, the damage.
Good damage from Captain Jack, landing absolutely everything on this newly updated Ezreal. We are playing on 824, ladies and gentlemen. Captain Jack continues to chase. Lands another Mystic Shot, applying tons of pressure to QTV and Zeros.
Yeah, that was really well played, actually, by Captain Jack. I mean, the Brand W's the Pillar of Flame thrown behind him, so he just actually arcane shifts forward towards the Brand and just gets that damage in, even knowing that he had already dodged out from most of that skill shot damage.
Yeah, the Pillar of Flame going to be pushing that wave forward ever so slightly. And now Captain Jack can just shoot fish in a barrel. Sit all the way back, use those Mystic shots, and just really, really be annoying to QTV and Zeros. And Korea just playing with the lead again. They've been very controlled in both of their previous 2v2s.
Yeah, they really have. Playing it out pretty intelligently. No potions remaining on this VCS squad, so the LCK team certainly going to be looking to keep them round if they can. Captain Jack could actually set up a freeze if they want, but looks like the option is going to be the push, and they're just kind of playing this interesting game where, I don't know, they're going to go for the freeze now with the cannon.
Yeah.
But since it is kind of like the offset cannon wave, sometimes it does mess it up. They should have it regardless, but Faker and Captain Jack are essentially just taking turns farming and then basing. Like, Faker comes out, he tries to poke, he takes some damage, he goes back, Ezreal farms, then Faker gets back, Ezreal goes back to base, and they're just kind of rotating through where the VCS team is doing more of these kind of synced bases, and they end up missing more CS as a result.
Well, let's talk about the buys. QTV and Zeros, they've come back with boots, potions, they've got double Doran's rings. There's no boots on the side of Captain Jack and Faker. So if Captain Faker are a little overextended, the additional boots and the additional all-in as we get to 6 could be the difference maker.
Definitely could. I mean, if you could dodge out a skill shot, if Faker can't close the gap, that's a really big deal.
Yeah.
Faker is now 6. Both Brand and Orianna are sitting at 6, so we're kind of just waiting for Captain Jack here. And then if they can find it, we could see them go. And Faker trying to close the gap.
Oh, stepping forward, that Pillar of Flame. Again, the threat, if you step into it, the follow-up, now that Pyroclasm is available and the Shockwave. And look at Captain Jack and Faker. They're respecting the Q. respecting their command attack. 63 CS to 53. It's still Korea in control, so it's up to Vietnam to make a play. They've got a big wave to push, but if they want to win and have that advantage, they need to push back on the CS, Azael.
Yeah, Captain Jack not able to hit with the ultimate there, but you can see the VCS team is trying to... Oh, nicely done by Captain Jack, caught by the shockwave though.
Shockwave comes back, Pyroclasm starts to bounce, the Fear Beyond Death is flashed away from it, Faker doesn't care, lands a disdain, Zeros goes down with 0 HP. Now QTV is trying to get the kill, the burst of the bomb, not enough to kill Faker yet. Flash is already used, continues to chase, QTV needs to land the skill shots, and Korea, they've escaped for now. Seer is available for QTV, but he will not find an opportune target. Flash, disdain, the shield, QTV's down. Captain Faker advanced to the finals.
So well done there. Faker still had the flash. He finds the brand, but that was close to being another 1v2 turnaround from this VCS squad. They were able to do it against the LMS players earlier, but not quite able to pull it off here against Captain Faker, who were just looking so clean. Really well-coordinated duo there.
Well, North America are going to start getting nervous. Captain Jack with the best celebrations here at All
I just want to see Faker do that with him.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic. But here it was one more time. The alt bounce is not quite enough to actually take down Captain Jack, and then Faker, soaking up so much damage with the aftershock. Captain Jack comes back in, and it's here that you're thinking, well, maybe Brand can actually just kill them both. I mean, Faker, though, squeezes out with almost no health, waits for his cooldowns, come back up, gets the flash E, knocks him back up. Captain Jack on point with the skill shots.
Yeah.
They pick up the second kill. That was just very well done. And yeah, even the VCS team giving him a round of applause. Well deserved.
Well, congratulations to the VCS representatives, QTV and Zeros. The Cuties, they are eliminated in the semifinals
But they're still looking good.
after a very deep